speaker, Sabrina Harman.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I closed my eyes and counted to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I opened the casket to find Charlotte inside with her Pluto the dog stuffed animal, upset because I found her first. For my sisters and me, hide and seek was a sacred pastime, made especially fun by living in a 200-year-old funeral home, with many rooms and passageways for us to play in. The viewing room was not ideal because there was too much open space. My sisters and I found ourselves tripping over the chairs left over from viewings, but when it was empty, it was spacious enough to practice our gymnastics and dance routines. The coffee room was much better because there was a cave-like nook in the wall behind the coffee station. The elevator was fun to ride, but we did not want to risk getting stuck, so it was not convenient. But our favorite place to hide was the casket room, which housed all types of caskets for families to choose from. This was our favorite room to hide in because we knew how to open and get into any casket. I knew my sister Charlotte was in the wooden casket with pink and gold rose trim. She had told me that one was her favorite. In fact, we all had our own favorite casket. At the time, she was 5 years old and I was 7. And neither of us nor my 3 siblings batted an eye at the peculiarity of our hiding places. Living in a funeral home and hiding in caskets was the norm. Because I lived in a funeral home, I have learned almost everything about being a mortician. Embalming, which is the preserving of someone's remains. Cremation, which is the process in which someone's remains turns into ash. Viewings are when families view their loved ones before the funeral, and funerals are the ceremonial burial of the deceased. In elementary school, every year, our school would host Career Day, which gave parents the opportunity to come into the school and talk about their line of work. Safe to say, neither of my parents came, but when I was asked about what my parents did, I responded, I don't know. Because compared to other kids' parents that were doctors, bankers, and dentists, I knew other people would consider it strange. My teacher immediately called my bluff, and I finally responded, my dad is a funeral director. The whole class fell silent, mostly out of confusion and ignorance. But then my teacher looked at me like I was a ghost. It confirmed what I thought was true. My parents' unique profession of undertaking seemed strange to others, but to my family and to me, it was a normal part of life. My parents never kept their work and home life separate because we lived where they worked. We lived on the 2nd and 3rd floors of the funeral home, reserving the 1st floor for meetings with families and viewings to occur. It was strictly business when families were there, but after hours, it was our space to roam and play in. The basement was the embalming room, which we were never allowed to go down there. But the conference room closest to the entrance, where my father would meet with the families, despite its lack of hide-and-seek coverage, was most interesting to me. I vividly remembered the multicolored urns, memorial jewelry, prayer cards, and pamphlets about grief. It was there that I saw a side of the profession that most people tend to ignore. I saw how vital human connection is in the process of helping those who have lost a loved one. The most important aspect of my father's job is providing comfort and security to grieving families. He creates the connection of trust and comfort by listening and developing a deep and empathetic understanding of the family's wishes. Grief is intangible, and being kind and generous and giving to people in that process creates a connection with those who experience loss. I have seen the gratitude that families show my father because of the way he respects and dignifies them. The kindness he displays to confused and grieving families is exemplary and is something I use as a model for how I treat people in my life. Looking back on my unorthodox childhood, I see it as a gift. The celebration of life and death coexisting in my home has taught me that kindness is a choice, and to lead with the kindness I saw growing up. It taught me to notice when others are hurting. It taught me to give grace and patience to everyone, because you don't know what they are going through. And it taught me to choose kindness, and I hope you will too. Thank you.